To distract herself, she opened her camera and took a quick selfie, hoping to capture her tired yet relieved expression. But as she glanced at the photo, her breath caught in her throat. Behind her, in the dim glow of the street lamp, was a face. A face that shouldn't be there. Her heart pounded. She spun around instantly, her eyes scanning the empty street. There was no one. The alley was deserted. She swallowed hard, her fingers trembling as she looked at the photo again. The face was still there, slightly blurred, its eyes hollow, its mouth stretched into an unnatural grin. Shaking, she deleted the picture and quickened her pace. Maybe it was a trick of the light, a glitch in the camera. But no matter how hard she tried to convince herself, a deep sense of unease settled in her chest. When she reached home, her mother was already asleep. She locked the door behind her, still feeling the weight of unseen eyes. Trying to shake off the fear, she freshened up and settled into bed. But sleep didn't come easy. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw that face, pale, grinning, watching her. Hours later, exhaustion finally won, and she drifted into a restless sleep. But in the middle of the night, she woke up abruptly. The room was dark except for the faint glow of her phone screen, which she was sure she had turned off before sleeping. Confused, she reached for it and felt her stomach drop. The phone was open to her gallery, and there it was, the deleted selfie. Only this time, the face was closer. Ananya's breath hitched. Her pulse pounded in her ears. With shaking fingers, she tried deleting the photo again, but the phone froze. The screen flickered, then went black. A soft whisper echoed in the darkness. She froze. It was coming from inside her room. Slowly, hesitantly, she turned her head toward the mirror across the room. Her reflection was there, but it wasn't right. The figure in the mirror was smiling, a wide, unnatural grin that did not match her own trembling lips. Then, it moved. Not her reflection. It moved on its own. Ananya's scream caught in her throat as the figure in the mirror stepped forward, out of the glass. She scrambled backward, her breath ragged, her body frozen in terror. The thing that looked like her took a slow, deliberate step toward her bed. "Why did you delete me?" it whispered. Ananya gasped, her fingers gripping the bedsheet as if it could protect her. "What? What do you want?" she stammered. The figure tilted its head, its empty eyes gleaming in the darkness. "You took me with you. Now, I stay." Her vision blurred with fear as she lunged for her phone, her hands shaking so hard she could barely unlock it. She opened the camera, hoping, praying that it would reveal nothing. But as soon as she did, her own face filled the screen, and right behind her, leaning over her shoulder, was the grinning figure. Ananya dropped the phone with a choked gasp, her body paralyzed in horror. The figure giggled, a chilling, distorted sound, and in the next instant, the lights flickered and went out completely. Darkness swallowed the room. A suffocating silence followed. Then, the whisper, "Smile for the picture." A blinding flash lit up the room for a fraction of a second, just long enough for Ananya to see the figure's twisted, grinning face inches from hers. And then, nothing. The next morning, Ananya's mother knocked on her bedroom door. When there was no response, she pushed it open, expecting to see her daughter asleep. Instead, the bed was empty. The room was undisturbed, except for the phone lying on the pillow, screen glowing faintly. A single new photo was open. It was a selfie of Ananya, but her face was eerily wrong, her smile stretched too wide, her eyes hollow and dark, and right behind her a second face grinned, waiting, watching, for the next person to take a selfie.